Alright, next thing I'm doing is I'm making a little case for me, container for my floats. Now, the deal will be, hopefully this will hold 2 floats. Now, these are Blackfish floats. I've recently gone through and painted them and put all new guides and everything on them. So now I want to look after them. Plan will be either end and straight up inside. So then that way when they're in the bag they're not going to get smashed up and damaged. This is going to be quite a simple little trick. All it is, it's a matter, these are my 2 longest floats in my hand. So I'm going to use the longer one, which is that one. They all need to be re-weighted and set up. I'm going to use that and I'm going to work out a couple of marks. I've got a Sharpie here, a mark there, and there. Now that way I'm going to get 2 holders out of them. All you do is grab a hacksaw. I've been to Bunnings and shit like that, or hardware places in the past, and they use a normal wood saw. Personally, I find a hacksaw better. Once it starts to grab, it doesn't wreck it. So line it up with the first line. That way you're getting the right length. One cut down to size, and the last little bit off this one. Now, that for the most part is all of it. Back in a second. Alright, back. Now, we've just cut them down to size. I've got some end caps for them. They just slide on nice and neat. That will stop the floats coming back out. Now, to make it a little bit better in the sense that they're not going to fall off, I'm going to give those ends a bit of a tidy up and get the loose shit off them. You can also pick this stuff up from Bunnings. It's basically make everything watertight. I've used it on my fish tank for all the sump and everything, and all its plumbing. And it makes it watertight, but it won't withstand a lot of pressure. All you do, open it up, comes with its own little brush inside. Rub it around the bottom. Now remember, only do this on one end, otherwise you won't be able to get the other end off. Get this shit all over my hands. Push that on, let it dry, and that's not coming back off. Repeat the same thing on the other one. It does stink a little bit, so make sure you use it in a well ventilated area. Once again, done. Now you let that dry. Make sure you do the cap back up on this tight, because that will dry out. So you got capped one end, and then slip on and off cap on the other end. Now, when you go fishing, and you're taking some spare floats with you, you're not worried about them getting smashed up. I'm going to give these a paint. Once the glue's dry, I'm going to give them a paint, and I'm going to do the cap a different colour to the main unit. Then that way I know which end's the top, which end's the bottom. Done. Okay, now you can see them painted. So one's bright orange, both got bright blue caps, and then the others unfortunately ran out of orange paint, so it's half orange, half yellow. Good enough.